Hey there, pool players. It's Mike.
And Mike.
Of course, we're your real estate sponsors with Q Sports Live. We love getting involved and supporting all the great pool matches that these guys put on. There's a big tournament coming up this weekend. You're going to have some great matches to watch.
Yeah, absolutely. And then one thing Mike and I did is we thought we'd pull out of this tournament to give everybody a chance and, just sponsor a couple things and keep you guys in mind. But you'll be watching some great matches, and good luck to everybody playing.
And if you're sick of watching pool matches and you just start dreaming about real estate, give us a shout. We love helping pool players, and to all the pool players that continue to support our business, thank you guys very much. Enjoy all the matches, and give us a chat if you want to talk some real estate.
Yeah, we'll chat with you guys soon. Thanks.
Awesome. Have a good weekend. Happy long weekend. Enjoy the pool matches.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Shawnee here. We're at Leather Pocket here in Calgary, Alberta. We're in A-side final match between Edwin Montel and Kevin Osborne. And I have beside me is Sean McKay.
Hi, Sean. How you doing, bud?
Good, buddy. And how you doing?
Really good, thanks.
So I see you enjoyed the last match there, a couple matches there.
Yeah, that was good. We also tried to keep the viewers in the understanding of what was going on in the other B match, which wasn't on the stream, but we tried to let them know that Stan Trangelo made a really nice comeback against Tyler Steyer and beat him 9-8.
Yep.
And now we have on this one an all Calgary A final.
Yes. And the funny thing is that, well, it's not funny, but it's actually, the truth is that Kevin Osborne there, he had a surgery here last year for his right side shoulder.
Yes.
And so he was actually out of commission for about 4 to 5 months of not playing. And after the surgery and physio and all that, his recovery is actually done him so well so far.
So far so good for sure.
And then for Edwin Montel, he was actually he was off there for a year and then off for a couple years, whatever, But he also has a back issue where that's the reason why he hasn't been playing for a while. And the greatest thing is kind of seeing the old guys. You got Kevin and Edwin. They're both from Calgary, and they're here in the A-side final.
And
match.
Seeing them make little comebacks here, right?
Exactly.
Both of them were slightly injured. Kevin was quite injured, actually. He made a nice comeback. It looks like his physiotherapist told him he's going to come back 90+%.
Yep.
He's swinging the golf club again. And it looks like these guys are ready to go. They've been both doing head ball break and second ball break, trying to mix it up and find some success. Kevin looks like he's going to go second ball, as I believe Kevin won the toss. And here we go.
There we go. Oh, he made a one ball.
Kevin actually went head ball break from the side, which is the most rare. I do that a lot, but I haven't done that this tournament. But Kevin sure did. Looks like Kevin has made a little ball, and is with this format of take what you make off the break scenario. Whichever nomination of balls that you make more of is what you are forced to shoot. No choice. And as he's made more little balls than big balls, which he only made one little one and no big ones, he's forced to shoot the little balls. He's got an option here. He can shoot the 7 in the side ball in the side pocket, left side. The only thing is it's a bit of a fine cut, and that cue ball is really going to get away on him. Really going to get away. That's probably why he's shooting either the 3 or the 4. He's gone with the 4 in the corner.
Oh,
Boy, he's made an excellent pot, and he did not get a reward.
no.
He might have a fine cut, the 3 ball in the side. I think he's also looking at jacking up above the 11 ball and shooting the 6 in the corner.
Might go off the 2 ball, it looks like it.
That's also
Yep.
possible, but he's definitely trying to put that 6 in the corner straight in.
Yeah. Is that 5-2 goes again?
I would say the 5-2 does go.
Okay, okay. It looks, from our view of our screen here, it looks a little different angle here, folks.
Yep.
So just to mention here, after this match here, I'm going to go on the commercial here and get you guys hit and share like buttons here. Share it to all your friends and viewers. And this is the best final match for Calgary, Alberta, $10,000 added event invitation.
Kevin's got himself in a bit of trouble, but it wasn't his fault. He made a great shot on the 4 ball, got no reward. Then had to make another great shot on the 6 ball from being jacked up over the 11.
Yes, he did. And that was a really nice cut. Those kind of cut is a blind cut too,
Yes,
right?
as well,
Yeah.
on top of that. So now Kevin's a good ball potter. So I fancy him to make this 3. Unfortunately, he did not.
Nope. Fortunately, you said that too soon, then he missed.
Yes, I give him the commentator's curse. Kevin is actually an above-average ball potter.
Yeah.
He was a Canadian junior snooker champ, I'm going to say 25 plus years ago.
25 years ago, so yeah, I would say so, yeah.
He would have been, I'm going to say he was like 18 years old when it happened, so I don't want to give his age away. I could be wrong about the 25 years.
No, he's not too far from me.
Edwin Montel is now at the table.
He was going for 13 ball, I think. Yep.
Oh, boy.
I think he,
Edwin just played a disappointing shot.
yeah, he went for the break.
Yes, I don't know why, but he tried to move those balls. And
I don't think he needed to. Just come back
yeah,
out.
he could have just shot the 14 or 15 ball, sorry, in the same pocket, and that would have done it for him.
Yes.
But he missed the balls, and now he has shots, but he's got to really make something happen that he didn't have to before.
Yeah.
One of the shots he's got is fine cutting that 9 in the side.
He can come back with the two rails and come back and breaking those.
Yeah, he's got to try to miss that 7 ball.
Yeah, he's got to miss that 7.
He's definitely got to come up with a shot now instead of basic cue ball control. Now he's really got to make it happen a little bit.
Well, he doesn't look like he have to break this also. Pardon me. Because he can also, after the make the 9, he can go for that combo, play the 11 kiss off the 3 there in the side.
Oh, yeah.
Just from my angle of view here, I can see the 10 goes directly to the left pocket there. But we'll see how he does with the 9 ball, right?
Yeah, and if he gets on the 10 ball nicely, he might shoot the 10 and come back bumping those balls a little bit, too.
That too, yep.
So it's all on just how much he has to cut, how fine he has to cut this 9 ball. And how good a cue ball control he's going to have, because he's got to let the cue ball go here. It's going to move on him.
Oh, he went for it.
He hit the 7 ball. Did
he get lucky? Did he get
might be playing that combination that
we were talking about earlier.
that was mentioned.
Yeah.
That, or he has, believe it or not, a Ginsu cut on that 15 ball in the bottom left corner. And I actually saw him practice a couple of Ginsu cuts in his first practice game here. So that's the only reason why I mentioned that.
Yeah, he likes that kind of shot.
He likes cutting balls. He likes letting spin, throw balls in, and move the cue ball around the table.
Yes, he does.
So he didn't do himself any favors with that last shot because he put the 7 in front of the 8 and has made the 8 ball a real nightmare for himself.
That's the one thing with with Edwin Montel there. He he likes to play with a lot of English on his
Yes.
cue, and he knows what he's doing with those. You can't give that away from him. Take that away from him.
I think at one point Edwin Montel was ranked number 8 in the world.
Oh, really? Yes.
Paul Potier was the one that told me that, and Paul was about 20th ranked in the world at his absolute best. And he's the one that told me that Edwin was actually the highest ranked guy from Canada for a long time before Alex came around.
Yeah.
Alex, I believe, became world number 1 at one point. Alex Bagalion before he borderline quit pool and wanted to become a card player, which is hard to believe.
Well, you know what? There's quite a few players here too in Calgary. We have some players that play pool, and now some of them are playing cards.
And you're looking at one of them right now.
Exactly.
Mr. Edwin Montel.
And that's also another reason why he doesn't come out play much anymore.
Yes, because he plays a lot of cards.
Yeah.
And Edwin's trying to figure out what he wants to do here now.
Well, it looks like he's going to play the triple combo. Play the 11 off the 3.
Yep.
Cushion off the 3, or see what happens. This would be a great, awesome shot here.
3-ball combination.
Yeah, and
kiss off the 3 in the side.
this is all angle shots.
Oh, he missed.
He missed it. And he's like, oh my gosh, it went past.
He missed the 3-ball and cleanly made it down in the bottom left corner. And that was an accident, folks.
Yes.
The bad news here for Edwin now is he has left a very open table. If Kevin can get himself nicely on the 7 ball, he will get out.
And does he?
Like Kevin
looks
is
like he
playing a
does.
breakout.
He does get the breakout. Nice shot.
Wow. That was a great shot
Excellent.
by Kevin.
And that combo shot that Edwin was doing? You're doing 3 angle shots right there. Cue ball, another angle, and another angle, you know. Nice shot there. Excellent.
That's pretty good.
Yep.
Kevin didn't get perfect on the 5, but he got quite good on it.
Yep.
Now all he has to do is pot the 5 ball. It'll be just natural shape on the 7 in the bottom right or the top right corner.
There we go.
Nice control. It all came from the breakout in his first shot.
Kevin Osborne will take the first lead. All right, folks, we're going to come to the commercial here and hit that button. Share to your friends and all viewers there, folks.
Okay, here we go. Edwin Montel to break. Down 1-0 to Kevin Osborne in the A final. Edwin's an old pro that loves that head ball break. He's always had a more powerful than average break.
Yes, it does.
And he's found success again. It looks like also in the B-side match, Stan Taranjo, it's a 1-1 game over there, and Stan just broke and had success as well. So he's at the table trying to get out. Now in this, take what you make format.
Yeah.
He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's got one of each. Oh no, 7.
Yeah, he's got one of each, so he's he's all right.
Nope.
Oh no.
He does have. He's got. There's 7 big ones there, I think.
Okay.
What a good shot.
No,
He Ginsu'd that 1 ball.
Yep.
and made a great shot. And he actually got somehow on the 4 ball.
Does he have enough?
I think he got enough on that 4 ball on the bottom rail. He definitely has enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it in my own visual angle, not the television. And he's probably going to shoot it because it might be hard to get on later.
Yeah, the only trouble ball, he's got the 10 and the 2 there.
Yeah.
So he can use that. He can use that 5, the 5 on the top table there for the breakout for the 2 and the 10. If it gets a right angle.
Or the 6 ball if he goes across.
Yep, that's right. He's got a few options there to break that out.
If that 4 ball actually was a little bit more off the rail, he would probably shoot the 4 and try to bottoms the cue ball back down into the 10 right away.
Bottom right it, just a little, not too much right, just a little center bottom.
I think the 4 is very close to frozen though, so he might not have that option.
Yeah. Yes, this would be a good winner for Ozzy there, Johnny.
Oh yeah.
For him, just coming back from recovery on the shoulder injury, shoulder surgery.
Edwin is definitely taking this 4 on.
Yep. And
Well,
don't think
he's
that's
made
what
it, but he
wanted.
didn't get any really good angle on
No.
that 5 ball. I think he's straight in on the 3 ball.
Straight in on the 3.
And but the thing is, what Edwin is doing right now, he's trying to think, I've got to get on this 2 ball. I got to move this 2 ball now. How can I do it?
Yeah. Yes, Gary, the A final match is right now with Edwin Montel and Kevin Osborne. And then we have the B semi-final against Stan Tarantula and Jason Clark. The score over there is now 1-1.
Yep. With Stan at the table.
Yes. Stan actually defeated Tyler Steyer.
In a nice comeback.
Yes, it was. It was really nice.
And that was, like I mentioned before, I believe at least Stan's second really nice comeback, if not his third in this tournament.
I believe it's third.
He was down 7-3 to John Mora and made a comeback. I'm not sure who else he came back on earlier, but I don't even question that he pulled it off. So Edwin tried to make himself a little more angle by cheating that 3-ball a little bit. He almost cheated himself out of a miss.
Oh yeah, almost too much of a.
But he doubled it in. He was trying to give himself a little more angle on the 6 because he probably wants to fire this 6 in and come across and hit the 2.
Mm-hmm.
And I just don't know if he's got enough angle. He can hit it, but I don't think he can hit it with any speed.
No. I think he needs to get down, get up to the top table there.
He might have to use the 5-ball. And that's what he's decided.
Yeah. I don't know if I like this.
Well, I don't know if he's got. Oh, yeah.
This is really.
Yeah. I have no idea. You know what?
It could work. It could work for him.
He is going to hit this shot with a ton of left-hand siding and try to make the cue ball wedge right in between the rail and the 2-ball.
He's got to hit this with a firm speed too.
Yep. That's what he's going to try to do here. And I guess if anybody can do it, Edwin can, because he can really spin that ball. And that's pretty much how the players are. They know their own game.
That's right.
And they know whether they have that shot in their bag or they don't. And here he goes.
That was an excellent shot.
Yep.
There you have it, folks.
That was a
That
nice
was an
shot
excellent.
by Edwin.
Yep. And like I said, you got to hit that nice firm shot perfectly.
Yeah.
You can't overhit it too much. You definitely can't hit it too late.
And that's Edwin knowing his own game.
That's right.
He knows what he can and can't do, and he showed us.
Yep. Excellent shot there.
Looks like Edwin's going to be tying this one up. Two-two in the A final.
2-2. And I believe we are coming to having 2-1 here for Stan. There we have it there. Stan Trangelo, 2-1 against Jason Klatt.
Yep.
And Jason Klatt will be up the table for the break. And over here we have Kevin Osborne. Everybody out there, please hit the share button. Share to all of your friends, families, whoever out there enjoying the holidays over here in Canada. So, hope you guys all having a great day and watching this.
Nice 4-day holiday weekend,
Yes, it is.
if you include Friday.
Well, this is it's a long weekend, but it's not a stats holiday here. I'm not even sure what kind of holiday we have here for this
Civic.
day.
I think it's
What's
called Civic.
Is it Civic?
Yep.
Okay. It's a nice break.
Kevin with a very big break,
Yes.
coming from the left side.
And he made. It looks like he made one ball.
He made at least one big one. Maybe one
Nope.
of each.
No, he made one. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, no. He only made one
Yeah.
small one.
So he
sorry.
made a solid.
Yeah.
Made a
So that means with the take what you make, he has no choice. He must shoot solids.
And you know what? They don't look too bad at all.
Yeah, he's not too upset with that.
Nope. It
An
isn't.
8-ball doesn't go in the bottom left-hand corner, but he can use the 2-ball or 4-ball to try to get behind the 8.
Yeah.
He's going after the 7-ball for his opening shot.
Nice shot there.
Yeah, he's made that nicely. And he's on the 5-ball. So Kevin's doing looks like he's trying a bit of a classic, one side of the table first, then the other.
Mhm.
It also looks like Kevin is looking at making the 6-ball when the time comes and possibly moving this 8-10, the 2 balls down table to open things
Yeah,
up.
that's right. Just to open
things
that.
up for the 8.
Yeah, that's right. That is a good shot too. Option. Because you got the 3 going inside after, right?
Oh, he
Oh,
might have
where's he
overhit
going?
this. He
Where
might
is
have
he going?
overhit it.
Well, he might able to.
I think he's still okay, but now
Yes.
now he has to muscle the cue ball down table
Yeah.
with bottom right instead of letting the natural angle happen. So now this is going to be a muscle shot to get down there, and because of that he's missed the 10 ball altogether, and he has left himself, I believe, only a side bank on the 3 or a very, very fine cut for the 3 in the side.
Yeah. Hey, Rick there. I'm not sure. I know we're doing the draw here after this event is done. So I'm not sure if you did buy a ticket today or yesterday. So I'm not really sure what you're trying to say or ask there. Sorry.
Okay, Kevin made a nice side bank on the 3. Looks like he has got himself a couple of options here. He still has both balls going in the pockets. If he fine cuts the 4 ball, the cue ball is he might come up and back, might go up table and all the way back down again for the 2, and he has
done that.
he's done
but
that, but he's overdone
he's
it.
going the wrong way.
Oh, he's got to get a
Wrong
lucky
way.
rub, and he
Oh.
got the lucky rub.
How lucky is that, eh? How lucky is that? But now he's got to figure out where the 8 ball's going to go.
Well,
he can draw it back. Draw it back. Then he can shoot the 8 to the opposite side.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's going to be a drawback or if he's going to punch it, go into this rail and over here. Looks like I think it's the punch shot. He's
Yeah.
going to try to go 2 rails.
That's nice.
And
That might
he's
work.
going to
Yep.
shoot it in the corner instead.
Yep.
So the cue ball got away on him a little bit here, but he's still at the table, and he's still shooting that 8.
Okay, Rick, I'll check with Grant there and let you know.
And he's missed the 8 ball. The reason Kevin missed that 8 ball is probably because he was worried about where that cue ball was going to advance to in that pocket. He wanted to make sure he put the cue ball into the 10 ball so it didn't scratch. Probably took his eye off the 8 ball a little bit because of it.
Okay, Eddie, I'll do the same thing. I'll check there with Grant. Apologies there for tickets there, folks. So we'll get that figured out before we get the draw going there for you. Okay, guys? Thank you.
Edwin at the table now. This is a classic backdoor chance at a win, where Kevin had control of the game. Actually found his way onto the 8-ball nicely, but he missed the 8-ball, and now in comes Edwin Montel for
You're welcome there, Eddie.
for a
Thanks.
chance to steal the game.
Yeah. That's the one thing. You miss an 8-ball, and then you're giving away, letting the opponent come in from the back door and take over it. Worse. I missed a few 8-balls before, and I was like, I'm shaking my head, like, why? We all have been there.
Oh yeah, for sure, but
Right now, I'm looking over at Stan and Jason. Jason's at the table, and the score is still 2-1.
yeah, I didn't like that shot that Edwin just played there, because he had to really muscle that head with spin. He showed where he just put his finger on the table where he was hoping to go, but it would have taken serious spin to get it there.
Yeah.
Now he's got to take on a tougher 13 ball than he wanted. The only thing that's going to make it easier for him is knowing that the 8-ball's frozen on that back rail, so he's not going to sell it out if he misses.
No,
his 13.
exactly. Nice shot.
That made the shot easier, knowing it wasn't going to be a sellout.
Now he can probably shoot that 14 or shoot the 11 instead. Which option does he have?
He's on the 14 ball.
So I probably wish shoot that
Yeah,
14 right
I
now.
think I'd shoot the 14 too, and then he'll probably end up.
Shooting 11, and then
Well,
your
he-
9's
I-
last.
I'm-
Well, it depends on how your angle is, right?
Yeah, he might actually shoot the 9 if he stuns forward. He's pretty straight on this 14.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess if he sucks it backwards, he can shoot the 11 next. Yeah.
Yeah. Nope, that works. 9, and then you got your angle for
Yeah.
11 for coming around 3 cushion,
Yeah, he punched it.
which is a better option.
And he'll just probably roll this ahead 6 inches, and then do
coming around 2
yeah,
2 or 3
2
rails.
to 3 rails for
Yep.
the 8-ball. That's correct.
Kerry, the draw sheet is actually on the CompuSport, and then just logging into Alberta 10,000 added invitation 2019.
One, two,
See,
three.
3. There you go. That's an excellent shot there. And that kind of shot is basically the common shot there. You know your 3-rail shot.
Guys that spin the ball a lot know that shot well.
Exactly.
Edwin Montel is definitely one of those guys. Okay,
So we're
Kevin
leading
gave one away. and
2-1.
Edwin now has the lead. Jason Klatt at the other table.
So it's on the CompuSport there, Kerry, not the Q's. CompuSport.
Jason Klatt gets out and ties that match up 2-2.
Just know everybody out there, hit the share button there. We have the 2 finalists, A-side, both from Calgary, Alberta, Edwin Montel and Kevin Osborne. The score is right now 2-1.
Edwin Montel and seasoned professional, old pro, and still using that head ball break, which a lot of the pros are doing.
Oh, the Q raffle, it hasn't been done yet. There's still some more raffle tickets there to sell. So by the time that ticket is sold, then we'll make the draw.
Edwin with a huge break. Cue ball got away on him a little bit, but stayed on the table, and Edwin doesn't make a single ball.
Shannon, are you talking about for the Thumper Jumper raffle ticket? If so, I have 6 tickets left. Yes, I'm still. Yes, I still got 6 tickets left, and just waiting to somebody buy the last 6. And then we can do the draw for that.
Kevin Osborne at the table now. There's a couple of little problems here, so he's trying to figure out which set of balls to take. This is a rarity where the table's open for his choice. With the take what you make style of play here, usually you're forced into something, but I believe Kevin Osborne in this shot made the ball and just fouled. He after the shot, his cue hit the 7 ball, which rolled over and hit the 5. Ben? We need a ref here.
Or they don't need a ref.
Okay, so there's a little discrepancy here. They called the referee in. Kevin believes that he fouled, that he himself fouled. Edwin was not sure, so they called the ref in. And then in that scenario, Edwin just picked up the cue ball before the ref even got there. So now we have a situation. And they're talking it over. I believe Kevin wanted to give it up as a foul anyways because he believed he did foul. I believe that's the right call. Unfortunately, Kevin got sloppy with his cue, and after making a perfectly good shot, his cue hit the 7 ball, which floated over and hit the 5 ball. And once you move 2 or more balls, I thought it was more than 2 balls, but I guess it's 2 or more balls, it becomes ball in hand. I actually thought it would have to be more than 2 balls, but they've decided ball in hand for Edwin.
Hey Shannon, I see what you're saying. It's the venue packager. Let me wait till this match is over, and I will set up the post, send you a post here on the screen here, and so everybody has info. So after this game is done, I will get it posted up again. Hey Jim, if you want to send a message to Grant, and he'll take care of that one there for you, okay?
Edwin still deciding what to do with his ball in hand. He has a couple of decisions here. Got the 210 at the very back of the table, top right corner. He can almost make it with ball in hand. Not quite. But he's thinking about how to play some kind of a shot, possibly. I think he could easily play the 1 ball down the rail, off the 10 or 2, and that would open the 2 ball up nicely for him. It looks like he's trying to just place the cue ball down there and possibly make the 2 ball in the opposite corner. Actually, yeah, that's what he's looking at.
Yeah.
But he's still thinking it out because it's all just not quite there. So from plan A to plan B to plan C, and I think he's back on plan A, which is now shoot the 5 ball and open those balls up.
He doesn't like taking that 2 on, I guess. See?
I don't think he thinks the 2 is on. He
He
put
might have enough. Okay.
he put the cue ball down beside it, and then he didn't like it.
Oh.
So it was either it's not on to make in the bottom right, and to make over into the other side, the left. He had the cue ball so close to the 2 ball, he didn't like the shot.
Yep.
Looks like he's going to try to shoot this 3 and maybe suck the cue ball over there into the 210 off the back rail. And there we go.
Oh, wow. That was a good break, but
Well-
10 can get out of there.
That's right. He double kissed the 10
Yeah.
ball. Now he's going to have to shoot the 2 and try to spin the cue ball up table and either go off the 10 or into the 1 ball, one or the other.
That's right. Yeah. We'll see what happens here.
I don't
He
know.
can still, I think he can still put the top it right, push a 10 out, right?
Yeah. That was what you call a break in instead of a break out.
Break it in, break it out, break it in. See what he does here. Oh, no, he's going to do this way. Yep, that works. That's a good shot.
Yeah, that is a good shot.
You're close enough, that pocket gets bigger.
Oh yeah, for sure. He can cheat.
That's right.
Once the object ball is so close to the pocket, you can cheat it on either side of the pocket and give yourself different angles. That's exactly what he had there. Now he'll try that, probably the 7 in the side pocket. And I don't know if he has any angle to work with or if he has to just slow roll this. He's pretty straight.
Yeah,
He's
gonna
going.
roll
He's
it.
going with the slow roll.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fine though.
For all you folks out there talking about raffle tickets, yeah, Grant is kind of busy right now. So when he gets a moment, he will come back on and he'll make sure everybody gets their raffles cleared up or whatever. And then the raffle will get drawn after the event is over. So just be patient there, folks. We haven't lost you guys about this yet, so we're still here. Not a problem, there, Jim. I also messaged you too, so.
Edwin's still working through it. He wanted to be another few inches up table so he could shoot the 6 in straight in the side and hold nicely for the 1 ball.
Yeah. Well, he can still. What's he doing? Sure, you want to shoot the 6? Yeah, shoot the 6. 6 in the side, and then go for
He
the
might
1.
be close enough
Just slide over, draw
Yep.
slide.
to just let it float towards the 1 ball.
Yeah.
And if he's okay with that, he'll be golden. Yeah,
Yep,
there's the
he did.
floater. Yeah, that's pretty good.
It is.
Really good, actually. Now he'll just make sure that that cue ball stays below the 9 ball, but does come over. Pardon me? No, I'm good. Thank you. He can come over as far as he wants as long as he keeps the cue ball below the 9 ball.
That's right. Nice shot there. Don't want to be over the ball.
Well, he is over the ball, but it's
Yeah.
he's got enough room that he should be able to cleanly play it. It does become a rule there, though, that he touches that ball, that's a foul.
Nice shot. Okay, folks, here I'm going to post up the package deal.
3-1 Edwin Montel.
Okay. View Advantage. Jacoby Black. T3 jumper breaker Q. JB case. And a cash top up was 620 cash. You have your options. You know, honest truth, I love this T3 jumper. It's really good. I play with it this all weekend. And, you know, if I had one, I would keep it. But I'm just hopefully I will probably will end up buying one here later on. Other than that, it's a $20 for package. I mean for the raffle ticket. I mean, and just email your toward Grant, and he'll take you with all your info there.
Kevin Osborne to break. Unfortunately, I think he just broke dry. Kevin is down 3-1 to Edwin. And unfortunately sitting now and watching Edwin come to the table. This is the take what you make format off the break. But if nothing goes down, it's an open table. That format is exactly the majority of the balls that you make becomes the ball that you have to shoot. So if you made 3 solids and 1 stripe, you would have to shoot the solid balls, like it or not. The only time it's open is if you make an equal number of balls on the break. So
Actually, if you also scratch and make a ball, it is still considered an open table.
yes, also actually, if you make the 8 ball alone,
It's still open.
still open as well.
That's right.
yes. Edwin decides on big ones, and he makes a nice opening shot. Now that he's big ones, we can try to see what he's going to plan out here.
Over at Stan there and Jason. Jason's taking a lead of 3-2.
But Stan is at the table
And yep.
and trying to get out to tie that match. And Edwin is at the table trying to take a 4-1 lead. Looks like the 13 ball goes, but he's got to get the 9 ball out of the way first. There's an excellent chance he's going to shoot the 9 ball here. More likely than not, he will work his way back around to the 13 again in the same pocket. But it'll take him a couple of shots to do it. I think down at the head or the spot side of the table, the rack side of the table, the 11 ball, I believe, passes the 7. Not sure if he has the entire hole, but he has most of the hole. And that's what he's starting with. He made that easily, so he probably did have the entire hole. And he wanted to get on the 9 ball on that shot, and I believe he failed. He missed by about 6 inches. And will either have to shoot the 10 in the side or the 12 in the corner next, because those are his really only options. He might try the 10 ball though, and then he'll just roll ahead 6 inches and shoot the 14 ball in the bottom right hand corner, because the 14 really is only gonna go in the left side or the bottom right hand corner. And this is his chance to get after it now. And he's really good on the 10 ball to get there. So there's an excellent chance he's going to take this 10 in the side and play on the 14 next. Nope. He's trying to make me a liar, and he's taking the 12 ball on. Whoa, no, whoa, whoa. He tried to get on that 14 in the side, and he's kind of there. It just rolled an extra 6 inches more than he wanted. He played an excellent shot on that 12 in the corner, though. It wasn't that the shot was hard, but the shot and the shape at the same time was certainly hard.
We got Stan there. He's going to take the lead here. He's got one more ball to make, and then he's on the 8. We'll take the lead 4-3. And does he does it? Yeah. That's a nice shot over there. And then we have Edwin here at the table. He's going to sneak past that one. He does.
He's done
Yep.
well.
Does
And
well.
I believe he got himself the angle to get on the 9 ball. That's exactly what he wanted.
Yeah, that's an excellent shot there.
So more likely than not, he's going to shoot the 9, play shape on the 10, hopefully get as straight as possible.
Get a little angle back.
A slight stop shot, or maybe come back just a few inches and then shoot the 13 in the same corner as the 9.
Yep.
So that means he's going to put bottoms on this ball and try to feed the cue ball between the 6 and the 8 ball over to that side rail and get as straight in on the 10 ball as he can. And he went the other way through that gap, though.
I was actually going to tell you, with those guys putting bottoms, you can't really tell what they're going to do with those bottoms.
Yeah. Actually, Edwin Montel is one of those guys that he lines up on the bottom of the ball, and then last minute he will change and put whatever English he's decided he's going to put on.
Exactly. Basically, yeah. Yep.
He played the same combination we kind of guessed he was
Guessed
going to,
it,
but
but
he went a totally different way to get there. But that's what happens when you have a guy with talent, and he can move the ball and spin the ball.
Yep.
He sees something, and sometimes I think it even excites them, because putting bottoms on it is pretty boring, and they like to use rails.
They do.
And it's more exciting for them to use rails sometimes to move the cue ball around, and it keeps them entertained.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's like Evan Way. Nope.
Yes.
He's a bottom aimer guy,
Yeah.
and then when he's ready to follow through, there you go.
And another guy, I remember, Bernie Mickelson, was the exact opposite. He was a top aim guy,
Oh,
and then he switched to everything, any other English. But
Oh.
he always aimed at the top of the ball.
Yeah. Actually, speaking of Bernie Mickelson, he's actually in the building somewhere.
Yeah, he is in the house, yeah.
He is in the house here.
Okay, Edwin has got low on the 8 ball, which he obviously was trying to do. He didn't get perfect on it, but he's pretty good. He's got a nice cueing, putting his hand comfortably in the pocket. And he shot
does
it
it.
straight in the heart.
Hey Tony, I can't answer your question there about if it's going to be a double dip or a long race, but to me, I assume it should be a double dip. But once I get Grant back on here from his little running around, he will let you know. So we got Stan taking the lead at 4-3 with Jason at the table.
Sorry, I was
And-
just gone there for a second. Did you let everybody know that Stan has taken the lead 4-3?
Yes, I did. I
All
was just
right.
doing that, buddy. Yep.
And it looks
And-
like Edwin is now 4-1 ahead and breaking.
Yes, Chris. It's 2 Seans here. Both spelt the same way too.
Yep. It's actually become the more common way to spell it now. Years ago it was S-H-A-W-N when we were really young kids.
Yeah. Yeah.
And as the years went on, fads kind of change or whatever, and S-E-A-N has become the more popular spelling now.
Yeah. And that's that's the funny thing. Calgary now. There's a lot of Seans here, and everybody's started calling us by our last name. I'm like, why? I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. There's a few more of us here. But funny there, Bernie. Yeah, another head ball. He makes the ball off the break. I believe he made a stripe.
Okay, bit of a cluster though. It kind of, usually when you leave that cluster, it means that you did not rack yourself very nicely. And the outer balls fly, but the inner balls stay glued together, usually 4 or 5 and sometimes even 6 balls. That's kind of what's happened here. He has definitely made one stripe. And that's it, one stripe. So that means in the take what you make format, he is forced to shoot stripes. Because that's the majority nomination ball that he has made. Made one more stripe than solid, which as it turns out, he only made one stripe only. And he now must shoot a stripe. And he doesn't have much of a shot to go with. This is very common here. He does have the 9 ball almost straight in, full length of the table, corner to corner. But he has got to do something with that pack. And believe it or not, the 5 balls that are in that pack, 4 of them are stripes.
Yep, 4 of them in stripes in there.
So he really only has one shot here, and that's shoot the 9 ball and get on the 15 ball almost straight in to keep his chances of running these balls out. Either that or play safe. Or, I guess, possibly bank the 15. I think he has chosen to play safe. Yeah, that's not a bad safe if he
No, that's
didn't
not
leave the
bad.
1.
Yeah, that's not bad, sir.
See, he only had, his only choice was to shoot the 9 and get on an almost straight in 15 ball, and he didn't think that was good enough to make things happen. So he decided to chip off the back of the pack on one of his balls, leave Kevin very little or nothing.
You sound like Jimmy. We got some viewers here saying you sound like Jimmy.
Oh,
Jimmy Waite. Jimmy Rich. Yep.
so Edwin was successful with his safety, as Kevin is not jumping on any balls right now. He's walking around the table doing a fair amount of thinking, which usually tells you had success and not leaving your opponent too much. Kevin is a very good ball potter, but Edwin, like I said, had success and did not leave Kevin very much here.
No, it doesn't look like there's much.
I think
He's
Kevin's
got a-
going to chip off right back. He's going to leave the cue ball frozen on that back rail.
I don't know if I like that because does 11 go?
If the 11 goes, this might not be the greatest
Yeah,
play.
that's what I was going to say. That might be.
But it might be very hard for him to play shape too, because the cue ball is going to come up in behind the 1. Like, Edwin can make this 11 if it goes, but he's off the rail. He's got to muscle this shot to open those balls. The only thing is, to Edwin's advantage, for him to take this shot on, it's a winning shot. If he makes this 11, this could win him the game.
No, Jody. It's also right now. It's Kevin is actually shooting solids. It's to take what you make, and when Edwin broke, he made his stripes, and even if you play safe, you are still shooting
Yes.
solid.
Yeah, he's already nominated the
Yeah.
ball by what he made off the break.
That's right.
And
Okay.
Kevin was successful because he left Edwin a fairly tough shot off the rail, and Edwin was not able to make it.
No, especially when you got to jack up,
Yeah.
off the rail.
Yeah.
You got
So-
no way of controlling the cue ball when you're on the
It
rail.
was a tough shot anyways, but on the rail it just made it that much tougher.
Mhm.
Now Kevin is back to the table, which is exactly what his plan was to play whatever kind of shot necessary to get another trip to the table. I don't know if he has very much here though. I don't know if he's on that 6 ball on the side or not.
No.
It's very close if he is.
You know what? I would almost want to shoot that 2, put that cue ball back on the rail again. Right, but at least you don't.
Kevin might tie this 3 ball up into the 15 on the rail there and try to play safe again.
Well, this might work even better. Oh, that's close.
Oh boy.
Close.
Kevin was 2 inches away from perfection there.
Yeah.
He tried to chip off. He left the 3 ball in a great spot. He actually played a pretty good shot there. And he, like I said, he was 2 inches away from wow. Just about locked him up. But he's forced Edwin into coming up with another shot. And that shot is I believe for the most part, into a very tight side pocket.
I wonder if you can see that 9.
I'm going to go with a big no.
No. No.
He can probably make an 11-9 combo, but that's a
But
a
no.
big risk.
Yeah.
I think his best shot is possibly the 13 in the side, and it is once again a very tight side pocket. There's not much room for error there. And this shot is going to give a shot away to Kevin if he misses it. He's
That
tried
might-
the
that
shot,
might,
and he
it was.
made the shot.
That's
Wow.
Oh, that's a great shot.
Wow. Okay, now he's got a shot on the 10. He's probably going to have to jack up a little bit.
The only ball he's got to worry about is
I don't-
14.
I don't know if you can see the 9 ball.
No. Yes, you can't. No. Actually, no, he can't. You can see to hit it, but not to make it.
He's taken on the 10.
Yeah. Does he get that punch he wants? Nope, he
Yeah.
missed it.
No, he
Oh.
missed it, but he
He
got
missed.
on the 9. He's 100% on the 9 this time. My guess is he's going to try to leave himself somewhere in front of the 11 ball, shoot the 15 like he's looking right now, and have the cue ball come straight across into the 114. That's his breakout opportunity for the 14. He almost got there. If he'd have come up another foot, he'd have got there. But he wants to leave himself a shot after this 9 to have the cue ball go between the 3 and the 5 and pot that 14 with angle to come zinging over and bump that 114. Because if he doesn't do that, that 114 doesn't go anywhere. He really would like to do it right now. He doesn't
Yeah,
want to
he
have to
wants-
use. He doesn't want to have to use the 11 to
No,
get
you
to
don't
get.
want to.
Yes, he wants the 11 still to be on the table. So
Yeah.
when he bumps the 14, he can shoot the 11 and come back to the 14. It's kind of hard, but those are the highest percentages of success. If he
And-
bumps the 5, he's good.
Yeah, he does. He
He's
does.
good.
That was
There,
good.
That's exactly the angle he was looking for. If Edwin
then
was
no,
if
no.
Edwin was more of a smiley guy, he'd have been smiling big time after that shot, because that is exactly what he wanted.
Well, you know, not too many Asians like to smile. I know.
Present company included.
I know I'm one of those guys.
So now, like we talked about, Edwin's going to fire this 15 ball down the rail and have the cue ball come straight out and crash on the 114 and open them up. And then,
But does he want to crash into it too hard?
well,
Or
it
light,
depends.
'cause,
It could
no.
be a light crash or a heavy crash, but definitely a crash.
Oh, that was good. That was good.
Oh, did he get on the 11?
Still, that's
Oh.
all right.
Oh,
That's,
no, he's on the 14.
he's on
Good.
the 14. It's
Yeah.
still, that's good. That's what I mean.
Yeah,
Is he going to crash it hard
I'm
or
watching. I'm watching between the screen and the table at the same time
Because you got to watch out with the
they're
8 ball
both
too,
kind of
right?
in front of me.
Don't get it covered or anything.
Yeah, he would have liked to shoot the 14 last and play
Yes.
stop shot and then shoot the 8. But he's very happy he has a shot.
Mm-hmm.
Every time you play a breakout, you're very happy you have a shot.
Yeah.
So now he's got 2 angles. He can put the cue ball right where he's putting his cue right now.
Or else you can go to the further to the
Or,
right.
or he can go all the way over to the right-hand side of the table, play a frozen cue ball, and then shoot the 8 from behind the 6 the other way.
Yep.
He doesn't mind the first shot where he put the cue down because he can use the 5 ball as a guide. He'll try to get the cue ball as close to the 5 as he possibly can if he goes that route. And he's gone that route. I don't know as he's got there.
I don't think he got there.
He's close. He wanted to be, yeah, he's not pleased. He wanted to be closer to the 5 ball. And that's the benefit of having those other balls out there, is he literally wanted to use that 5 ball as a guide just where he wanted it.
I was just going to say, he might just mass say it.
He's got 2 shots. He's going to
Masse
he's
or
either going to
cross?
masse to make the 8 in the pocket he originally wanted, or he's going to
Cross bank.
cross bank that in the corner.
Yeah, he's cross banking it
Yeah.
right there.
Now this is all about getting the cue ball
Timing.
out of the way so the 8 ball has a clear path across.
This one here's the timing shot there, folks.
More likely than not, he's probably going to put right-hand siding on the ball. So when the ball hits the back rail, it spins further to the right and helps stay out of the way of the path of the 8 ball. Some guys would put bottom left on this and go around, but the 2 ball will get in the way for that cue ball. So more likely than not, right-hand siding. And there it is.
There you go, have
that's
it.
Perfect.
That was nice. That was an excellent shot.
Just like that.
That takes the 5-1 lead, and they're going to take a break.
It's break time.
And we're going to give you an update with Jason and Clat.
It is a 4-4 score with Mr. Stan Taranjo at the table, getting out again. Stan has had a fairly lengthy tournament, and I say that because he's had a number of successful comebacks already. And he is holding his own against Jason. And he's got it right in the middle. 5-4 Stan. Jason Klatt breaking. Stan is ahead 5-4 in the B semifinal. The winner of those guys, the loser goes home in 4th place. The winner goes on to play the loser of the A side final for 3rd second. Looks like I'm all on my own here now as everybody's gone for a smoke. I think I'll just go on Facebook really quick and see if I have any friends of my own. Okay, well, our feature table, Edwin Montel, Kevin Osborne, A-side final, as Kevin is up 5-1. They have gone for a break. The B semifinal between Stan Taranjo and Jason Klatt. Stan is up 5-4. Jason Klatt breaking, and with success, he has made a ball and he's at the table and he's checking things out. Just so you guys know, in this very successful tournament that we've had here, 10,000 added invitational event, they have a new format. It's called Take What You Make Off the Break, where literally you must shoot the balls that you made the majority of off the break. So if you make 3 balls off the break, 2 are solids and 1's a stripe, you are now forced to shoot solids, like it or not. If you make 1 ball off the break and it's a stripe, you're forced to shoot stripes, like it or not, because that's the majority of what you made off the break. The only time that it's an open scenario is if you make an equal number of each balls, for example, one ball, one solid and one stripe, or two solids and two stripes, or if you just made the 8-ball only with no other object balls, then you would still be open. Another scenario is if you break and scratch, your opponent, doesn't matter what you make, your opponent comes to the table with an option of an open table. I believe those are all the options for open table, your choice. Other than that, it goes back to the take what you make rule. If you whichever nomination, stripe or solid, that you make the majority of off the break, that is what you are. And that goes the same if your opponent breaks and makes two solids and one stripe, then he's solids. Even if he chips off and doesn't make a ball, he has still nominated himself as solids off the break, even though he hasn't made a ball. His nomination came from what he made off the break. So with that format, there's a lot more thinking involved. I've seen a lot of guys make 4 of one ball off the break and they have no shot because there's only 3 balls that they have left to shoot and they can't see any of them. That's the way it goes. Jason Klatt is still hasn't made a decision. He's been at the table a solid 2 minutes now, wandering around trying to figure out what to do. Kevin Osborne is now back and ready to break. Kevin has gone back to the second ball break as he was not having success with his side table head ball break, but he just had success with that. So he is remaining at the table. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He has made at least one little one. So here we go. Kevin Osborne has made one of each, one solid and one stripe, which means it is an open table for him and a complete option. Hey, Lenny. Thanks, buddy. So Kevin has one of the little bit more rare choices after the break now. And he's deciding to take on the 5, a long straight 5. And he has played an unbelievable trick shot, ladies and gentlemen. He accidentally went off the 10 ball and made the 5 ball in the pocket. That was a complete accident. It's 5-4. The score on the other table, Stan Taranjo is ahead 5-4 with Jason Klatt still at the table. He has now made, I believe, one shot, Jason Klatt, and in the 6 minutes that he's been standing there. But Kevin Osborne back to our table. After a tricky little starting shot, has found his way working around his pattern.
Where were you here this weekend? I could have used you here this weekend.
Why?
Because I was doing this all day.
Oh, really?
Well, we were switching back and forth.
Well, nobody ever asked me, so.
Well, now we know. You do an excellent job. Everybody, the viewers out there, give a thumbs up to Sean McKay.
Well, I guess sometimes you played 30-plus years of pool, and it just happens that I kind of have a big mouth too. That it's common for me to talk about what I've seen.
Yeah.
Kevin is trying to work his way around here. I don't know if he's got that 7 in the bottom right-hand corner. It's very close. He definitely can back cut the 2 in the bottom left corner, but he's taking on the 7. That means he must have at least half a pocket. At least half a pocket.
Nice shot there.
He found
the pocket.
All of that half pocket.
Now he's going to run it back and shoot the 8 to the left side pocket, I believe.
Yes, I would say more likely than not, Kevin will put bottom right on this, and he'll go 2 rails around the 14.
Coming around?
And shoot the 8 in the side beside the 9 ball.
Yeah.
That is probably the highest percentage shot. He'd much rather shoot it in the side pocket past the 15, but I think he only has a sliver of hole there. So I think he wants to kind of punch this with bottom right and go. Well, he's
he can do.
he's kind of done that. He's opted for the I think he tried to still get in the side pocket that way, but he came up short in the side.
But he's still got the corner.
Yes, he does.
And
Oh, no, Kevin. No.
No.
Oh, boy. Kevin has, he's kind of lost a little bit of cue ball control. He's lost his gumption that he had going there, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, buddy. Well, we're definitely hoping that Kevin finds that form back that got him here, because he's beat some really big names already in this event. And he's still got a lot of pool left to play, so let's hope that he finds that back, because Edwin is a very seasoned pro. Even though Edwin doesn't play very much, he's a very seasoned pro, and he really takes advantage of his opportunities. Ooh, Edwin's playing with fire here. He's getting himself really, really close on some of these shots. Looks like he's got himself straight in on the 12, but he's only 3/4 of an inch apart. He might be trying this combination 13-10, and the only reason he's trying it is because the 14 ball is there, and it might be able to save him from missing on one side, which makes the combination twice as easy. Normally he'd shoot the 12, but he's so close to it, he's not really, he's trying to consider his other options first.
Yeah, he's trying to look for that angle for the 10 there. From my point of view,
Well, the combination's on, even off the 14, right? Can you see that the combination, he can go off the 14 into the 10 ball?
no, you can't.
Oh, he can, no, he's not going to miss it that way.
Or is it?
The 13 off the 14 and then make the 10. That's what he's looking at. Or is he trying to shoot the 13 straight in?
Straight in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, sorry, I couldn't see.
Yeah, straight in.
I didn't realize he had a hole for that 13 ball.
Yeah, I think he was trying to get the shot there for the 10 next.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if he got on that either. Is he on it?
No, it doesn't look like he is.
Wow. He's kind of, he's making this a little tough on himself.
I don't know. It looks like he's going for it. He's going for it.
He must be putting inside siding on it to hold to make that 10.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, he did go. He does go.
He put that inside siding
yeah.
on it, and he held.
Yeah.
Welcome to the world of Filipinos. These guys spin the ball as good as anybody.
Yeah, that's right.
Efren Reyes, Francisco Bustamante, Alex Pagalayan. All these guys know just how to spin a ball. And Edwin Montel is as Filipino as they get, and a very nice guy.
So we got Stan at the table breaking, and he's taking a lead of 6-4 against Jason Klatt.
Yeah, Jason Klatt, with all that thinking, did not get out.
And then we have here Edwin here taking another lead of 6-1.
Come on, Kev, one game at a time. You can do this, buddy.
That's the one thing here, playing pro or playing any match against each other, that you know each other, you're friends. But right now, there's no friends here.
Pardon me. Okay, I will. Just talking with Kevin Osborne here. He came to the head booth and he says he feels a comeback coming on here, so that's good to hear.
There we go.
He's having a swig or two of beer and he is looking ready to go. He's just waiting for Edwin to give him another chance.
That's the positive attitude. I'm not sure there, but Romeo, I would double check there, see if this is going to be a double dip or or just a straight race.
Yeah, I haven't heard that either. Usually a double knockout is a true double knockout where the B player has to beat the A player, A finalist twice. Edwin is using the back rail again for a head ball break, which he's been doing the entire tournament. And success again. He's made a ball, at least one. Cue ball has found its way back to the middle of the table off a couple of rails. And it's time to do another count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He has made a big ball only. Stripe ball, which means that he is stripes, like it or not.
Stripe is open. Nothing's tied up.
Yeah, this table looks really good.
Yep.
So when I say like it or not, he's going to like it because it looks good to him.
Yep.
A lot of times you don't like it because you're forced into something you don't want, but not this case. The balls look good for him.
Yes, thank you, Sean McKay. There, you're doing a well job. Thanks for taking over my spot there for a little bit.
No problem.
You're doing a good job than I am right now. I don't mind it, man. Keep it up. And by the way there, folks, for everybody that want to know if this is a double or a straight race, this is actually a true double dip. So the B side B-side winner has to come back and beat the A twice.
Yes. And twice in a row.
Yes.
Because once in a row is not enough.
No.
It's not 2 out of 3. It's exactly twice in a row.
And you know the one thing is, double dip, this could be a 4 to 5 hours match right there, folks.
Oh, yeah.
Because
There's a lot of pool left today. You're right, you are, Sean.
It could come to a hill match, and then you get the next set.
And there you have it. So Edwin's still thinking, as it's important to start with the right ball and pattern. And here we go, 12 on the side. He's going around the world.
And how does he do?
And he puts it 6 inches away from where he started. Literally, 6 inches away. That is a true cue ball mover shot. He could easily have somewhat rolled that ball, but
he's okay. He almost got himself trouble there, but he's okay.
Yeah.
He's still got the 11 on the side.
11 on the side.
Yeah, I think he was going for the 14.
Yeah, I think he was too, because he pointed where he
Yeah.
was hoping to leave the cue ball, and he didn't do that.
Yeah.
And you know why? You know why that happened? Because the cue ball was half up on the side of the 11, and he couldn't put the English he would normally put on it.
Exactly. You're shooting over the ball, basically, with no control.
With being forced to put a little of the incorrect English on it that he wanted. Now this cue ball is going to go for a ride. I think, I don't know if he can cut it enough to go between to the left side of the 8 ball, so he might have to put a little bottom on it and try to go right side of the 8 ball, between the 8 and the 1.
Try to come back out and shoot the 14 to the top right corner.
Well, I think the cue ball will be moving there, Sean. He might have to go 2 rails and crash on the 14 and stay on the 15 on the side. I think that's what he's going to do here. Unless he can really cut it, he's going to go 2 rails and crash on the 14.
You gotta watch out for the scratch.
He hit the 8 ball.
And you know what? The funny thing is, I got Bernie comments here, and it says, "Watch out for the scratch off the 8," which is true. That's right. Gotta watch out for the scratch.
That was the scenario.
Yeah, good call there, Bernie.
I knew that was there, but I didn't want to say it because of the commentator's curse.
And we didn't say it this time. It was the viewers who made that comment.
We didn't do it. We did not do it. So Kevin Osborne, this could be the TSN turning point if there's going to be one. Kevin has announced he feels a comeback coming on, and he is at the table with ball in hand when he never even thought he was going to get to the table.
And he did announce it there just before this game started.
Yes,
he wants to come back.
So here we go. This is his big opportunity.
We both know these guys. They're both from Calgary, Alberta. Yes, we're cheering for both of them, but we really like to see it win.
You always like to see the underdog guy advance.
That's right.
And in this case, Edwin was the professional at one time. Very nice guy. And Kevin has always been an amateur, very nice guy. So you kind of root for the amateur a little bit.
That's right, Bernie. Don't say anything next time.
Looks like the other table is still 6-4 for Stan, but Jason is starting to pick up the pace, and he is getting out. Jason looks good to win the next game and try to make it a 6-5 game. Kevin's working his way through the rack here. I think I would want to leave the 1 ball for last, though. So you have a stop shot. Not that it really matters. The 8 is so much over the hole.
No, this is all right. This is good.
Kevin's working his way around here, no problem. It's not really an issue. The balls are nicely open, so each time he shoots, he has 2 more options is what it kind of works out to be.
It is. Like I would shoot the 4 and 6, 2. You got your 1 last, right?
Yeah, he could also shoot the
which way?
4-2. 4 and
4-2.
then the 2 ball.
Yeah. Well, it looks like he's coming up with a 6.
Yeah, it does. And or the 1.
Yeah. Doesn't matter if you shoot the 2 ball last or not, because he's got the 8 over the pocket.
That's
Just
right.
got to get the cue ball there.
That's right. That is correct. The only issue is you wanted to leave the cue ball this angle so you're straight in on the 1 ball, and now it's possible he might overdo it or underdo it and not quite leave himself the angle on the 1 that he wanted. But it certainly looks like Kevin got really close to perfect.
See? Yeah, there we go. Nice.
And even better than perfect, because this stop shot is going to fade towards the 8 ball when it stops.
There. Yep.
And that's perfect. Well done, Kevin.
Yes.
He has done exactly what he needed to do, which was get out when he was given that opportunity.
Another 4 of those. Tie it up. And over at we have Jason at the table.
Jason Klatt did win that last
Yes, he
game. And I believe he just broke, because it looks like Stan, I wasn't watching, but it looks like Stan is in the exact same position he was 2 minutes ago the last time I looked up. Arms folded and patiently waiting his opportunity. Jason's still at the table and now trying to tie that match up at 6, which is right now 6-5 Stanley. And on our feature table, A-side final, Edwin Montel is up 6-2 against Kevin Osborne, who is about to break.
Hey, Bernie, it's still, still a long ways to go. Anything can happen in this match.
Kevin is breaking from the right side now, and second ball breaking.
Second ball. He did make a ball, too.
That is 2 in a row that he broke from the right side second ball break with success.
And I believe he made a solid.
That is a very open break there.
Yeah,
1,
he
2,
made
3,
a solid, I believe.
4, 5, 6. I think he made 1 of each.
Yeah,
Yeah, he did make 1 of each. So that's
1 of each?
yeah, that's 2 in a row now that Kevin has actually had the choice, which is kind of rare, of either ball nomination to shoot. And they actually both look good, so it's his choice, absolutely.
Whoa, 8 ball. That was close.
Yeah.
But
He was trying to move it. He was trying to move
it,
that. Yeah, that 8 away from the 2 ball.
He was.
He's actually even on the 11 here if he wants it. I don't think he wants it yet. I think he can make it easier to get on the 11 later.
Yes, Chris, this will be finished here today, but it'll probably be late. Right now the time here is about 10 up to 5. So we still have another match. Whoever loses this match will go to the B side and play the winner of the B. Then you have that B side final match. Then after that match will be the A and B. And that is going to be a double dip. And that could also take about 4 to 5 hours match. So it all depends on what happens here, folks.
Yep. And the speed of play, how the balls break. Okay, Kevin went for a shot. Absolutely went for one.
Oh.
And he missed by quite a bit. That was a bit of a rarity. he was a little bit straight in on a long shot, and he tried to make something happen by getting the cue ball 2 rails back on that 13 ball on the back rail. Unfortunately, he missed that by quite a bit, and Edwin is now coming to the table.
Well, Jeffrey, there with the second ball break there, if you wanted to do a practice break with the second ball, try with the medium break or light to medium. Aim for the second ball dead on, and keep practicing that until you figure out your weight of the cue ball. Then eventually you'll learn how to control that cue ball break from scratching or jumping off the table.
Unfortunately, Kevin was on the rail back there, and that cue ball got away on him. He now has a way tougher shot than he wanted. He can come off the rail and make something happen here on the 6 ball, though. It's kind of an easy ball to make off the rail, not quite as easy to control the cue ball. But that is his shot. He's got 2 shots here. He's got a combination 7-6, or he's got an off-the-rail 6 ball. And it'll naturally, as long as it doesn't hit the 13 ball, the cue ball will advance 2 rails around for the 2 in the same pocket. That's as long as the cue ball doesn't hit that 13 ball. If it nicks that 13 ball, it'll cause real trouble for him. He doesn't want that. I think he's going for that off-the-rail shot, though. And he missed the 13 ball nicely and 1-railed it to the 2 in the same pocket. Very nice. Very nice. Now the only issue he has is probably the 5, but I believe it actually goes past the 11 in the side pocket. If it does, he'll probably play on it right now. Nope. He's coming down table for the 3 ball because he hates rolling balls. There's 2 kinds of pool players. There's the guy that stroke the ball and the guys that roll the ball. Edwin is not a ball roller. He strokes that cue ball regularly, which means Edwin is a 9-foot table player. He makes that cue ball move around the table. The guys that roll balls are usually 8-ball players off 7-foot tables, and they're good at rolling balls. Stan Tarangelo being one of them. That being said, I believe Jason Klatt just tied the match 6-6 on the B-side semifinal. And they have decided to go for a break. So 6-6 between Jason Klatt and Stan Tarangelo. Who have I got here with me?
Rod Regatta.
How you doing, buddy?
How are you?
Sean McKay.
Sean McKay. Pleasure to meet you. I was just asking, who am I sitting next to? I don't even know who he is right now. Hey, guys. It's Rod Regatta. How you guys doing?
So Edwin had to roll a ball just perfectly. He doesn't like doing that, but he had to, and sometimes that's what you got to do. I think he's got really good on the 5, and he's just going to roll one more.
Got a good line there for sure.
And he did what he didn't want to do, which was get over top of that ball. Anything but that. He's still a high percentage to make this ball, but he has just made it twice as hard, maybe 3 times as hard as it should have been.
Let's hit this at a nice slow pace.
And he's missed it. And that is exactly because he took for granted the shape.
Yep.
He just rolled ahead. He didn't really pay attention because it was so easy, and he made the shot so much harder because of it.
Hi, Bernie.
That is a wowzers right there, sports fans. That could easily be the TSN turning point in this match. If Kevin decides to kick another gear. Kevin went for the old kiss-off special. Hopefully that bounces for him, and I think it has.
You got okay. Could have been a problem there, but
yes, it
worked
could.
out good.
Now he's more likely than not going to shoot that 13 in the bottom right and let the cue ball come up and crash on the 8 ball and hold for either of the 2 balls.
Oh, he missed it.
Oh, he floated it. I don't believe that.
He kind of left in the bank corner on the 8. It'll be a tough bank corner, but he
Yeah.
did kind of leave him a shot there.
See, I can't believe he floated that shot. That was crazy. He had a natural with a little siding to crash on the 8 and get on either of the two balls. I think the only thing that could have gone wrong there is if he hit the 8 directly towards that 14 ball. That would have been the only thing that could have gone wrong. But whatever it is, what it is, he tried to float a ball and he missed it. Similar to what Edwin did the shot before. He tried to float shape and he kind of took it for granted and he played poor shape.
This could be a big, big game here. If he can bank this ball and make it in, he'll go up 7-2 and can put a little bit more pressure on Kevin. But if Kevin can get back on the table and win this game, it could be a momentum swing back for him.
Yeah. Yeah.
It all comes down to the shot right now.
Absolutely. I think he's side banking it. This is actually a high percentage side bank. Just getting the cue ball naturally out of the way. And he has
Overshot it.
he undercut the ball. He needed to cut that a little bit more yet. But the more you cut that ball, the more the cue ball is going to fly. And sometimes you try to control the cue ball more than you try to pot the ball.
I didn't quite give away everything either, because his layout right now is leaving him 2 not so easy shots, right? The 9 is a potable ball, but 15 looks tempting because it's right in front of you. The 11 ball is out of play, but that's the one you want to connect with next, right? Either that or the 14.
He's and on top of that, the real shot that he's got is the 15 ball, and the cue ball's closer to the rail than it looks.
Yeah.
Because of the angle view here, that cue ball is actually about 3 inches off the rail, and he's got to jack up a little bit.
Just a bit, which is going to make it more uncomfortable. A little bit more of the arm movement on the shot.
Yep. Yes, it is. The only good news is that Kevin is a good ball potter, and if he can refocus himself into getting a stroke again, he should be able to pop that one in there nicely. I think the boys have decided to take another break, though. I don't know if it has something to do with Kevin missing that 13 ball, trying to roll it in. That happens when you try to float a ball in full length of the table, though. But they're definitely on another break. 6-6 in the B-side semifinal with Stan Taranjo at the table. I don't know if Stan is swerving. He's hooked himself, I believe. And
Yeah, he's playing that 4 ball, I think.
oh, no, there's a ball right in front of him. He's cutting it in the side.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
There we go.
Yeah, he's stripes.
It was kind of hard. That table's a long distance from us right now, and it was hard to see. There was a ball directly on the other side of his cue ball.
Stan's been playing pretty good so far. He had a comeback match last night, being down 7-3.
Yep.
And ended up winning that one, a hill match. And then he had another comeback today. I can't believe, I think it was 7-4 this time.
I don't know, but he was down at least 3 games.
Yeah.
Or no, at least 2 games. It was 8-6, I believe, is what I saw at one point where he made the comeback. But definitely 2 huge comebacks.
For sure.
2 huge. And I believe he had a minor comeback earlier in the, like just a 1-game comeback from another good player earlier in this tournament.
Lots of experience.
Oh, Kevin.
Oh, no, and he
Kevin.
left him the 8 ball, too.
Kevin.
That's a tough one.
Yeah, Kevin tried to float one in there, although it was high percentage this time because the balls were so much closer together. And he just missed. And unfortunately that break did not work for him. Maybe he should have taken the table on before the break. I don't know.
So Edwin goes up 7-2, needing 2 more games to get this game over with. And Kevin's looking to get control of this next rack and get himself back in the game.
Yeah. I don't know what happened, but I think the guys took a full break now. They went from a minor break to a full break. That was kind of weird.
I think Kevin needed it, though. He's a little bit under stress from that last shot.
Yep.
Looks like we got a referee situation between Mr. Klatt and Stan. I think he's shooting over the ball. There's a
that's what it is.
There's a rule here that they have in place that if you shoot over a ball and you move a ball with your cue or anything else, that it becomes a foul. But you can't just call it on your own.
Yeah, it's called an impeding ball rule.
Ball foul, yeah.
Usually the impeding ball is the ball in the line of play that you're trying to go around, but also an impeding ball is directly behind the cue ball or very close to directly behind the cue ball. that stops you from cueing the cue ball the way you'd like to. And that is this exact case. It looked like it was a good, clean shot. Stan made that nicely. But I don't know if he got much out of it. He made the shot nicely, but I think he overshot it by about 2 feet. He made it so clean, it was... And he's overshot it by about 2 feet. And I think he's going to take one heck of a cut on this 11 ball in the opposite corner now. But he's walking around the table trying to scope it out, that's for sure. No, Ben is out. I believe Ben lost to Stan. I think Stan beat Ben probably about 4 hours ago in the B. Ben might have got like maybe 7th, 8th or something like that. Stan's still trucking along here because Stan went on to beat Tyler after that match, and now Stan is playing Mr. Jason Klatt. No, I'm sorry, we can't show the game we're talking about.
No.
I don't think they can switch. The reason they're playing on 2 very far away tables is because they're trying to get the two best breaking tables in the house for the A and the B final. And they found 2 tables, but they happen to be a fair distance away from each other. So they don't have a live stream on both. And if they do, the one that Stan's playing on is being live streamed by Stephanie on her phone right now.
Yeah, there's no scoreboard on that. I think they're talking into the phone, if anything. Yeah. There's probably no commentary on it either.
Yeah. But we just, Stan tried a tough bank and he missed. It took a while for Stan to figure out what he wanted to do. He tried a very fine cut backwards bank on the 11 ball because he didn't have much and he missed it. It was a tough shot.
He might have got away with it too, because I don't think he left Klatt much on the table either.
Except maybe the 4 ball, and it looks like that 4 ball is pretty straight in.
Okay, yeah, I guess you can see it past that 8 ball. You're right.
Yeah, but it's pretty straight in, and Jason kind of has 2 small clusters of balls of his own balls. The 6-7 and the 3-5 are kind of together right now. He did have a free stroke at the 4. He made a nice shot. And now he's going to take that 2 ball, which is just past the side pocket, almost frozen on the rail. A tough position, but he actually got nicely on it. And he's going to pot this ball and work his way around the table with these 2 small clusters that he has to deal with. And the clusters are his own ball. Jason plays a nice pop stroke, and he gets right back to the middle of the table with that cue ball. And he's going to take the either the 7 or the 6 ball into the same pocket. He just shot the 2.
Looks like the match between Edwin and Kevin is going to continue. Edwin's going to be breaking.
Yeah, the boys are back from break.
Klatt's looking to finish that table over there. Crucial game being tied at 6. You want to be the first one to get to 7 for sure.
Yeah. And then just importantly, the first guy to get to 8.
Yeah.
Very, very important. They're definitely in the business end of that match. And at 6-6, I don't know if it gets much closer.
And I'm sure Jason is very aware of the fact that Stan's already made a couple of comebacks, so he doesn't want to be the third victim to it.
Absolutely right. That's a good point. Jason looks like he's got a fair amount of control, but we are now going to get back to our feature table as Edwin is once again going with that back of the rail, hand on the table, head ball break that has been successful for only him, and I mean only him, nobody else. And he just has success again. He doubled up a couple of balls, but one found the pocket.
And the spread is nice. He's solid.
Yes, the spread is very nice.
The only real concern really is the 6 ball, but it's open. You just got to get up there.
Yeah, 6 ball on the very back, furthest back rail.
I'd probably even leave that for the last ball to get to the 8.
Yeah, very possible. Because the 8 ball looks like it goes in the side opposite, and that's a handy place to shoot it.
So where do you start off here, Sean? Which ball you take first?
I think I popped the 5 ball. You don't want to float a shot to start with.
Yeah.
You want to stroke something and get some confidence. So
Yeah.
he might pop this 5 ball and get on either the 3 or the 4, depending on how hard he wants to pop it. He's probably going to be looking to get on the 1 as soon as he can because it's a bit of a trouble ball.
And when he gets onto the 1, he's going to want to get onto that 7, right? Because it's
Yes,
kind of
sir.
sitting in a funny spot too.
Yes, sir. And it looks like he's decided on the 4. He might even be going after the 6 ball early.
Yeah, that's what
He
he's
might
trying
be
to do.
trying to get down table for that 6. He's come up short, but he might have got quite fortunate and got on the 1 ball.
Yeah, he pointed to it, so it looks like he's got the 1.
Yeah.
But he really wanted to get that 6 ball out of the way.
Yes, he certainly did, which means that the 8 ball goes cleanly in that corner pocket. And
Looks
that,
like it goes on that side too, both sides, right?
yes, so, he had options, but he probably, once you map out the table in your head where you want to shoot the 8, sometimes you stick to it.
Yeah.
And he probably thought that 8 ball going that corner is where he wants to shoot that 8. So that being said, he wanted to get that 6 out early.
Yeah, I guess because there's all those balls out there too, right? He just doesn't want to deal with all that trouble. In his mind, this table is going to be over at some point
Yes.
with all those balls still left on the table.
Yes, sir. That's right. He definitely went for an aggressive opening stroke, though.
Yeah, I think he just wanted to take advantage of that angle. He could have waited, been a little bit more patient, I suppose.
Yep. But
He's really
Edwin
focused on the
is
6.
not a ball roller. He is a stroker of the ball.
Yeah.
He's a 9-foot player. Most 9-foot players love letting that cue ball move around the table.
Yeah.
So that shows you that he's going to always be looking to let his stroke out. In 8 ball, it takes your stroke away from you a lot.
Yeah, it does.
And it wears on the big table players that want to let their stroke out. So like you said, when he took advantage of being able to let his stroke out a little bit on one of the shots, and it kind of makes him feel a little better.
Yeah, it gets you going more confident on the table. You start getting into a good rhythm.
Yep. And
There's no doubt in your shot.
Yep. It gives the big stroker the heebie-jeebies when they have to roll 4 balls in a row. They're like, this is not my game,
Yeah.
Whereas the ball rollers, they hate it when they have to big stroke a shot. They're like,
yeah.
oh my God, I don't want to have
It's
to do that.
nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
That's where the funny arm comes in.
Yep.
I was going to say, we started talking about the 6 ball, and I said that he's probably going to have to finish off on the 6 ball. He did everything he could to get to that 6 ball, and it looks like he's going to have to finish off on that 6 ball.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly right. And that's 8 ball.
Yeah.
8 ball is you kind of have a failure, but you got options, and then you go, okay, I'll try this instead.
Yeah.
8 ball is because there's such a cluster of balls on the table a lot of times, you fail on your position or you're really close, but you crash on another ball and stops your position, so you have to change your mind.
Yeah.
Change your mind and start over.
I think he's trying to figure out what to do here. I kind of like just rolling up this 5, setting up for the 3 to the side, following up for the 6.
Has to be so perfect, though.
That's why he's thinking about stroking through for the opposite side, right? That's what he's pointing
He
out
would
right
have
now.
to be so perfect because the 13 and the 9 or the 13 and the 14 down table are run-in balls.
Yeah.
You necessarily don't want to run into one if you don't have to.
And then you got the 12 that kind of works as a blocker too.
Yeah, he used the spin nicely there to hold it, to bite into the rail and hold it a little bit, and now he's got the angle.
Yeah, the only problem is he's going to run into that 13 or he's going to go in between the 13 and 14.
Yeah, he wants to run into the 14 now directly. The cue ball has a hole to go straight in the corner. He wants nothing to do with that. He wants that cue ball to run directly into that 14 ball on the nose.
Yeah.
And then he'd be perfect on the 6.
He's going to be really focused on getting the shape, so this is a missable shot, because he's going to be
Yes.
so focused on getting onto that shape on the 14.
Exact angle on the shape, not so much the exact angle on the pot. He was right on the
spot.
nose.
Perfect.
I mean, he nailed that
He's
shot.
playing great in this tournament.
Yes.
I heard he hasn't played in a while, and he's
Yes.
coming out of retirement. He's just playing like a monster.
Edwin is kind of a come out of retirement guy.
Yeah.
He will go lengthy times, then come out and play for 2 or 3 weeks, and then you won't see him for another 4 months, 6 months, something like that, right?
Yeah.
That's Edwin. I think this one, he doesn't mind this shot if he's not too jacked up, because he will spin this 2 rails right between the 8 and the 11 ball and shoot the 8 in the same pocket as the 6. if he's not too jacked up.
You could even just roll it up for the side pocket.
Oh, look what he's
or the
done.
corner.
Tricky, tricky. That's smart. He had no problem chipping off the back of the ball to slow it down.
He's up 7-2. This should be a comfortable shot for him.
Yeah.
It's in.
Yeah, he's got her.
Puts him on the hill.
Yeah. He's put himself in the same position that he was with Tyler Styler. 8-2 ahead.
Now, the only thing Kevin can really do here is just try to get into a flow, into a rhythm. Maybe not think so much about the big picture, just work on getting prepared for the next match through this match and see how many racks you can get back in.
This is very tough to do, but you're 100% right. He has to do this. What he's doing, he's eating a whale.
Yeah.
And the only way you can eat a whale is one bite at a time.
Yeah.
And he has to totally just find small successes and keep going, keep going.
And I've seen it time and time again that, if you just get one game and then you get the next game, all of a sudden you find yourself coming back into a match.
Small rhythm. You find a small rhythm becomes a big rhythm.
Yeah. Looks like he made a stripe here on the break.
I don't know what he made here yet.
Yeah, he made a stripe. He's sitting pretty good with the stripes, too. I don't know about the 9 and the 15 with that 7 ball tied up at the top, but it looks to me.
15.
Looks like the 15 goes once he moves that 12.
It kind of looks like the 9 might go in the back left corner, too. It's really close.
If not, he's just going to break into it right now. Yeah,
and he certainly did.
Yeah.
Get a shot. He's got one. 15 in the side. Now he's just got to get himself on the other side of the table to shoot those 2 balls, the 9 and the 12 in the bottom right-hand corner, because I think the 7 is hogging up the pocket there.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. He's going to have to set up shape for the
He's
night.
doing it.
Look
He
at
just
that.
snapped over there to get there. Nice
What
shot,
an
Kevin.
incredible shot that was.
Yep.
Pure confidence in that stroke.
Yeah, he might have had that I don't care anymore attitude. And it certainly worked for him on that shot.
Sometimes it's the best thing. Get you going.
Yeah. He definitely got on the 2 balls he wanted to right away. Immediately. Didn't even waste any time. Ooh, he's pounding away here now.
Trying to get on the plus side.
He looks like he
That worked out
is not taking any prisoners. He's going after every shot now. An 8-ball player would have played that lightly with spin and shot that 14 ball on the rail to the back left corner, and he decided to heck with this. I'm going after it.
So now he's got to be pretty careful here with that shape on the 8-ball. Oh, wait, is that the 9 sitting on the side?
No.
Or is that the 1?
No, it's the 1.
Okay, so then he's got the 8-ball left after this.
So I think he can snap this in, let the cue ball float all the way over to the right-hand rail, and he'll have choices of either the 8 in the side and the left or possibly the 8 in the corner to the left.
Where the 7 is. Yeah. Oh, man, he's drawing it back.
Oh, Kevin.
Shot that a little bit fast. It was a little funny of a shot.
Yeah, he thought about it nicely, but then he got down quickly on it.
Yeah.
I didn't even see that he was going to. I thought he had too much angle to suck it straight back. That's why I didn't even bring that up.
Yeah.
And I think he did have too much angle, but he tried to make it work anyway.
Well, he was trying to create a better angle for himself off that stripe, and instead he got kind of straighter on it.
Yeah.
It's so important when you're playing position at this level.
This has been absolutely the tale of how this match has gone. Kevin has tried to make something happen on any given shot during the game, and he maybe tried to make too much happen.
Yeah.
On multiple occasions here. Because Kevin has had his chances. He just has not been making it happen like he has in the other matches, that's all.
Yeah.
Almost seemed like he wanted to hit a home run right off the bat instead of what you talked about, the one game at a time scenario.
Yeah. Well, because, you start off with that mentality, like, I just don't care, I'm going to get this rack over with. And then all of a sudden you see that you can win this rack, and it becomes the thought again, right?
Yeah. And he's made a couple of nice shots to get there.
Yeah.
Maybe he's gotten a little too fearless.
Yeah,
you
he's
know
feeling
what I mean?
comfortable.
Yeah.
Like I said, this pool game it's a mind game, right? So it's our best friend and our worst enemy at the same time.
Absolutely it is. At a certain level, everybody can pop balls. Big part of the game is the thinking game and the staying focused. Don't lose focus because there's so much pool ahead. Just keep as much focus as you possibly can.
Oh, look at that.
Look at that.
See, he was thinking background thoughts too.
Edwin?
Because he didn't have to hit that hard.
No, he almost missed a straight-in shot.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, totally that was a scenario where he took his eye off the ball and thought about shape only.
See, Kevin has to take advantage here. He has to make him punish for this one.
Yes,
Yeah. There we
yes. What Kevin needs to do here is get out and stay dominant every time he's at the table now and make Edwin think a little bit.
go. Yeah, make him regret this miss.
Yes.
Right. If you can get a couple runouts under your belt now and get it up to 8-5, you're gonna make Edwin start thinking a little bit more.
Exactly
Put a little
right.
pressure on him.
Exactly right, buddy. Okay, believe it or not, I've got to go.
Oh,
It was a pleasure, buddy. I'm going
Yeah.
to let the guys know, but I got to grab something and scoot here.
pleasure listening to
Okay.
you. You do good work, man.
Hey, good luck, everybody. This was a fantastic tournament this week. I hope you guys loved the pool and some good commentary as well. We'll talk to you later.
That's Sean McKay saying goodbye. Thanks for your work, Sean. Good job, man. So I'm sitting here, and it looks like I got Mr. Ben Francis possibly coming by and helping out. Looks like Edwin's going to be breaking here. He's going to be thinking about what happened just now, the fact that he could have finished his match and he didn't. So there's going to be a little bit of emotion behind this break. You're going to see a little bit of extra power on this one. And if he gets the ball on the break, you're going to probably see Edwin finish his table off. Because that last table there should have been the one. Kevin's looking to maybe get a little fortunate in here and dry break on Edwin, and he'll have another opportunity to get another point under his belt.
Yeah, if Aussie can just win 1 or 2 more games, it's going to start putting pressure on Edwin. But
He was just down 8-2, and Edwin had a chance to
I
go
saw
and
that,
beat him.
yeah. I was watching from the side, and Aussie had the first chance, but
Dry break, maybe.
missed a ball. And look at this.
There's an opportunity if I ever seen it.
And this is where it can turn around quick. If Aussie can get out here and then break and run, 8-5,
Momentum swing.
it can really swing. And I'm sure you guys watch a lot of Q Sports Live. You can come back. Seen a lot of comebacks.
Yeah. Ask Dan. He'll tell you all about comebacks.
Yeah, Stan, yeah. He's played so good. And I think, is he up 8-6 over there or down 8-6?
They were at 6 all, so I'm not sure.
Okay.
I have no idea. I did stop paying attention to that one.
Yeah, I kind of missed the last 2 games. I was watching this.
I'm kind of torn in that match between Clad and Stan because, you know, I like Clad and he's a good friend, you know.
Hometown boy,
Hometown
right?
boy.
Yeah.
But I'm really, I'm impressed with what Stan's done so far. You know, he's been playing very well in this tournament.
Stan's a machine. We know Stan really well out west. Yeah. Stan plays a ton of Alberta tournaments.
I watched him play a
Travels
lot
a
when I
lot.
was growing up on TV and stuff too, right?
Yeah, of course. He's kind of a Canadian staple in pool,
Yeah.
right?
Him and Edwin, both of them. I
Edwin,
remember.
of course, too. Yeah. And Kevin Osborne here that we're watching at the table, he's definitely a Calgary staple.
Yeah,
if
it's my
not
first
a
time
Alberta
meeting him
staple.
and watching him play. And in his last match, he was playing incredible. This one, I'm not sure. I
Phenomenal.
didn't get a chance to see most of it.
Yeah, but he's made it so deep in this tournament and is so impressive already.
Yeah,
I got to watch a lot of his last match
yeah,
against Olinger, and he played unbelievable.
yeah. He's a good player.
He played so good against Olinger, and he played really good against Stan too, but he was the captain of my pool league team for a number of years, and
Oh, I see.
he can bring it with the best of them.
Yeah, that's usually the captain, right?
One a great representative of Calgary pool, stand-up guy too. So if I could pick one guy other than myself to win this tournament, it'd have to be him. But
I heard that when you won that game on the hill, the last one, everybody was so excited and clapping and being loud. He's got a lot of support here.
yeah,
It's nice to see that when you got a hometown guy doing
it
well.
was awesome. And Steven said it best, Holem, because he lost in the same spot I did. We both got 7th, 8th.
Yeah,
And he said he was kind of down and out. He lost to Clad, didn't play as good as he could have.
yeah.
I lost to Stan, and I was kind of down and out too. But Steven said he's over there banging balls on the 9-foot, then heard it was hill.
Mm-hmm.
So he came over and watched Ozzy finish it, and it lifted him. back up.
Yeah, for sure.
He said he felt so much better after watching that, just cheering on his buddy, right?
Yeah.
And it was exact same for me, obviously.
The losses sting, don't get me wrong, but in the long run, you got to love the game, and when you got your players playing, you got to support them.
Of course, yeah, and it's so big. This is really big tournament for Aussie.
Well, it's the first time a tournament of this size has come around in a while, so
Yeah, 20 years.
whoever's the fortunate one to come out the crown champion is going to have a great honor.
And I'd be just as happy to see Edwin win.
Yeah.
Because he's a Calgary legend, Canadian legend,
Yeah.
of course. One of the best players I've ever had the pleasure of playing with. But
He's always been a great player. For as long as I've seen Edwin play back in the day, he was one of the most impressive players on any kind of table, whether it was a 4.5 by 8 or 4.5 by 9 or 4 by 8 or 3.5 by 7. He could do it all.
That's what's nice about his game is he's very adept at every game.
And he knows them well. Like, he knows every game well. His side spin knowledge is incredible, too.
While he's got that Filipino juice,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Kind of reminds me a little bit of the Magician sometimes.
He is very similar. And if you watch his grip, it's very similar to
Well,
Efren.
I like Efren and Francisco Bustamante. They were like the inspiration of most Filipino players, right?
Yeah.
A lot of guys grew up with that style
Well, and
of play.
if you make a trip to Philippines at any time and drop Edwin Montel's name, they know who he is.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a legend. Yeah.
He's a legend there too, yeah.
Yeah, they're really like Filipino culture. They follow their athletes, right? They're really supportive like that.
And Edwin's looking at closing this out. Nothing stopping him.
No, he's got to get good shape here.
Yeah, he's
He got it perfect.
Yeah, he's just going to roll this in. He'll play the 13 next. 10 to the 13. I think that's the 12 by the
12
8.
ball, yeah. It goes past the 2 ball.
Yeah, it goes by the 2. So this is a walk in the park. Just roll this ball in.
He might even opt just to take that 12 ball next.
He's going to aim at the bottom of the cue ball, but he stun follows that shot all day long.
Yeah.
And one of the Filipino things is they don't hit the ball where they're aiming the cue ball, and it makes it harder to learn from watching.
Yeah, I think that's why they do it.
Maybe. But Edwin's one of the best at it.
Yeah.
He'll aim at the bottom of the ball, but when he strikes it, he hits the middle of the ball like the shot before.
Yeah.
I think he draws for the side pocket here.
That's what he's trying to do. Although you can't tell, but it looks like he's trying to do that.
Yeah, he
No,
could
he
just
followed
spin.
through.
Yeah, I thought he might just spin and play the corner. Yeah,
That's an interesting style of play, man, because
Aussie's
it's
gonna-
very instinctive, right?
Aussie's going to jump in front of him here. Watch this.
Congratulations, Edwin. Wins the A-side final.
Okay, guys, so we're going to have the winner of Stan and Klatt, and they're at 8-7. Klatt just broke. I think we still have another stream up on another.
Yeah, they're running
camera,
a stream,
so-
but they don't have commentary or scoreboard up there, so.
But we'll run over there and we'll update the score.
Yeah.
Keep you guys over there. But we'll shut down this one and restart it before the B-side final. Kevin Osborne is waiting for the winner of Jason Klatt and Stan Tarango. Stan the man. So thank you all
so he's saying that Klatt's on the hill, I guess.
Okay. Klatt's up 8-7 over there.
Yeah. Because all he had to do was just roll in the match winner, and then the Cuba falls to him.
Oh, wow.
Somebody, I guess, because they're watching the stream on the other one,
Yeah,
right?
Greg's watching the stream on the other one. Okay, so we'll shut this one down quick, and we'll restart it for the B-side final. Hopefully you guys are watching over there as well, if you haven't already.
Thank you for liking and sharing, guys.
Yeah.
Hope you guys are enjoying the event so far. It's been great.
And we'll be back in about 5 minutes. So from myself, Ben Francis, and Rod Arriagada, thanks for
Arriagada.
sitting in. We'll be back in about 5 or 10 minutes, guys. Make sure you like us on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube.
You don't want to miss the finals.
It's going to be legendary.